What's going on, guys? So in today's video we are going to be installing some 2% window tint on Larry. So Larry has been fish bowling for long enough. I see it in the comments. Y'all ought to know already that we was going to put some tint on this thing. We did in fact pick up a 2% window tint kit. I've installed window tint one time on the Tacoma. Window tint is not very fun. It's not fun to put on. It's even harder than vinyl wrap because once it's on there, it's really on there. It's not really, it's not pliable at all. Instead of getting, let's say like this, several $100s, go drop it off, get someone to put the tint on there. Obviously this route is like, it's gonna be pretty much perfect. Whereas me doing it, I can go ahead and tell you it's not gonna be perfect. But as long as it's usable and it doesn't look horrible, then thumbs up, because that's a couple $100, whereas the full kit for this truck was 30 bucks. Window tint is just a glorious thing, and nobody want to be rolling around fish bowling. Still waiting on the wheel spacers to come in. I'm not doing anything else suspension wise until the wheel spacers are in. First things first, we're gonna have to clean these windows really good. I'm sure all of these are super dirty. Unfortunately, this is broke. This door, loaned it to somebody and this doesn't work. Let's go ahead, pull the truck up, clean these windows out, and get started. So I'm gonna go on record before I start anything. I am 100% not a professional at this. I really am very, very novice. So anyways, do this at your own risk. I've had this since I did it on the Tacoma, and same brand. Went and picked up this today. It's a squeezy with a razor blade. Shouldn't need the razor blade because everything is pre-cut, and it should just be slap it on there. The only real issue with doing it yourself is you might run into bubbles, you might run into debris behind it if you don't clean it good enough. And on the front windows, they do roll down obviously, so if you don't get it tucked into here and let it dry well, you'll run into it peeling up. So anyways, just a quick little rundown, but I guess we're gonna go ahead and hop in, start doing the back ones, because that should be the easiest. They should just be perfect fit. Slap them on there, good to go. Here's our tint. We got the front two passenger and driver door, and yes, it's looking 2%. It is black. Then we've got our pre-cut rear windows, slot out for the latch. So that's, like I said, it's all pre-cut. Our back little quarter windows, and then over there is our sun strip, which that's probably gonna suck the most putting in. But the key is to keep everything clean, dust-free. Obviously down here in this basement, probably it's not the most ideal place, but you really just want to use a lot of soap, a lot of water, or solution that you buy. You can use soap and water, or you can use that solution. You really just want to keep it very saturated. That way everything is happy and slides on, and then you can squeegee the water and the air bubbles out and everything, and not run into any issues of it sitting like you putting it on and it being stuck there. So I'm going to clean the windows real good, and then I guess we'll start with, probably this one over here, and just work our way around. As well, I forgot to hit record on that one, but good gosh, is it gonna be dark. So like I said a minute ago, just saturate it very good. That way you can maneuver it once you get it on the glass, and just make sure we got no light spots coming around. Yeah, it's gonna be dumb dark, boy. So yeah, pretty daggum dark, I would say. It's already, y'all are probably only seeing a reflection. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this other piece on there in the middle. This is why it's so crucial that you put that solvent on it, because if this was dry, it would all be pretty much ruined because it'd be stuck together. Ooh, don't want to get on my seat. It's probably got crud on the seat. Perfect? No. Is it doing its job? Absolutely. As you can see, she's pretty dark. Let's go ahead and hop out here. I have a feeling you're not gonna be able to see in it at all, period, because it's gonna be dumb black. Yep. So I literally, even though the front doors are open, no tint on any of the front, no front windshield tint, it's pretty bright out here. I cannot see through that at all. It's looking sick, 2%. You can still see out of it so far, but there is definitely no scene in it at all whatsoever. So it's gonna be like really dark in here. So I guess next up, our little quarter windows. All right, well, first little issue is our little quarter windows. As you can see, they're on one solid piece, whereas if we come out here to the truck, as you can see, the 3 mounts. So 1, 2, 3. So I guess I am gonna have to actually cut these little side ones out. So I'll probably wait and get it in the basement because this glass is stupid hot from sitting here in the sun. So I guess we'll go ahead and tackle these front windows. Let's go ahead and clean up this window as best as we can. I think the best route, because of the way that this is I think we'll roll this up to, like, obviously we'll roll it all the way up right now just to clean it, but I think we'll leave it just down just a touch, because down here is kind of folded and there's not really any resistance down there. So I don't think we're gonna have any troubles with it peeling up from the bottom. However, I think we might from the top until it fully dries. We don't want to run into any of those issues, so we'll probably put it on about like that, just right there, perfectly, where it's not all the way up. All right. Line it up best we can. Yeah, that's gonna be dark, boys. Try to slide the bottom piece down in there. Hopefully it didn't wrinkle that up too badly. Okay, so y'all notice how all of this one is black, right? Well, as apparently this one got cut wrong somehow. So this whole corner up here is just missing. So I'll definitely have to contact them and get a replacement. I swear, it's always something, always. This is one of the reasons why it is worth paying someone to do it, because you don't have to run into these hassles. And yeah, you're paying for all the labor and it's definitely worth it. But on Larry, the Bubba truck, the project truck, we doing it cheap. So I'm about to do the upper windshield strip, and I bet this is going to be an epic fail. I'm already calling it. Peeling it off of here because it's so long. There's no way I'm going to be able to stretch it across and put it up there. So we're just going to try to stick it on there and then just peel this back as we go. Don't look bad, minus the couple little streaks in the center that I need to dry out. Grab a hair dryer, try to get those to smooth out. That actually looks pretty good. Alright, we smoothed them creases out pretty good. I'm gonna run the heat gun around a couple of these edges on these other things just to dry them out a little bit. Alrighty, well, we're pretty much done for what we can do. Larry is blacked out, so obviously that passenger side window, gonna have to reach out to them, and hopefully, I'm sure they will send me a replacement, but she's all black and it is most definitely dark. So everyone, you know, it's just one of those mods you have to do. So 2% window tint. She's dark, as you can see. It's really not any seeing in, even looking towards the front window. I can't, yeah. Yeah, so overall good, you know, 30 bucks spent on Larry's window tint. So obviously this is the route to go on something that doesn't cost that much, or you don't really care too heavily about it being perfect, because it's not going to be perfect, plain and simple. If you're putting it on a real nice truck, or just a truck in general that you want to look as best as possible, you're going to want to spend the money, get a professional to do it, because as you can see, pretty much perfect when they do it. There's not going to be any debris, any bubbles, stuff like that. It's worth spending the extra money for. These are just smudges, but it's worth spending the extra money for a professional to do it if it's on something nice. Doesn't hurt to give it a shot yourself. Let's see, so you really can't see that. I can obviously in person see a lot better. Right here I can see the fence over there. I can see a decently bit more clear through that 5% rather than looking through this 2%. Larry's looking pretty dang good. Hopefully I did somewhat get some decent angles of me installing it. I'm perfectly happy with it on Larry. Larry is just a real cheap project truck, and I had no desire to spend a bunch of money on it. So if you look close, you can see a lot of little imperfections and stuff in the tint. We haven't rolled it up. Hopefully it will stick properly. Our visor went pretty good. It's pretty nice. As you can see, it's also dark as crap. That window over there is jacked up. It's dark in here. It is most certainly very dark. I also ran the battery dead in Larry. Yeah, it's dark. It feels good. Anyone with window tint knows as soon as you get in the vehicle that's been tinted, it really does change the whole characteristic of driving it. You just feel cool. So yeah, it's nice to have Larry all fixed up. All of our windows 2% brow. So like I said, I will have the link to this website in the description of this video. I doubt they have a lot of issues with messed up tint cuts. I'm sure it's just my luck. I got the one that was messed up. But it is what it is. I'm sure they'll correct it. They should, because it wasn't an install error. It was literally like that when I got it out of the plastic. So I'm sure they'll correct it. But yeah, if you want to do it real cheap, do it yourself and get a buddy to help you. I'm sure it's even easier. And if you do it in a clean environment, I'm sure you can get it looking probably pretty dang good. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. Larry is no more fish bowling. So with all that being said, hopefully you enjoy. I will see y'all in the next one.